All is strong supply. We're gonna run. We need a place to hide. On those days you can't move on. Even when you can't be strong. Be still. Just stay. Know that strength will come to those who wait. Don't move, God will. He'll hold it there until your heart will heal. Even when you can't be strong, be still. Starts to rise and your strength's gone. In the angry waves, caressing all around. Who's gonna save you before you drown? When the storms of life rage on, even when you can't be strong. Just stay. You know that strength won't come to those who wait. Don't move, God will. You'll hold it there until your heart will heal. Even when you can't be strong. Just stay. Know that strength will come to those who wait. Oh, don't move, God will. He'll hold you there until your heart can heal. And even when you can't be strong, be still. Since I'm kind of on the down part of my life, I was pastor at a church. I had a really good church. I was a Baptist pastor. Don't hold that against me. I was a Baptist pastor and went to a seminary up in Dallas, Texas, and working on a theological degree up there. Everything was going hunky-dory until all this stuff kind of hit. And I was on the road doing a youth revival. I came home with my two boys with me and had them on the road with me. Walked into my back patio, and I honestly thought I'd been robbed. I didn't know what a robbery looked like, but this is what I thought it looked like. Everything in the house was gone. Everything except my guns and my guitars, and so I knew it wasn't a robbery at that point. I knew it was an abandonment, you know. And from that point, my life kind of started going into darkness, you know, because I went through a lot of pain, a lot of confusion. I was just angry at God, I was angry at people, I was angry at everybody, you know. Rumors around my town spread, it was false, and, you know, all this stuff happened. And I thought, man, I've never really felt this kind of emptiness in my life. Kind of gave up. And I went through a lot of really interesting times with God, one of which brought about this album called Soul Man back there, which is my only blues album that I have. I love it, you know, I love blues music. But some of the songs came out of this emptiness. I was raising my boys at home by myself, and I was trying to get through this anger and this giving up period. I'll never forget, I'd get my kids to sleep, I'd put a movie on for them, I'd pray for them, and deep inside, just seething with confusion and anger and psychopathy, man, just not feeling really, even like I even had any good sense anymore, and I'd go back in my bedroom, this little piece of bed I had, and I'd try to open up the Bible, and sometimes I'd get just ticked off reading it. Sometimes I'd yell at God, sometimes I'd cry. I even put a pistol in my mouth one night and thought, this is the best way to get out of here, but who's going to take care of my boys, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So one night during one of these episodes, Pastor, I had to, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was sitting there in my guitar, had my Bible open, and I just flipped it open. I said, God, I just need you to say something to me. And I thought it was going to be this big, gigantic, wonderfully full, drawn-out verse, but it wasn't. It was a little tiny B section of the verse. 1 Corinthians 13a, the B section, it says, love never fails. Wow. It's like the Lord kept saying to me, he said, you know what, people can fail you, wives can fail you, pastors can fail you, you can fail you, but my love will never fail you. I want to tell you something tonight. If you're on the brink of giving up or thinking that you may have gone too far, I thought, you know what, man, I've really done it now because I've got out there and acted a fool and been crazy and gotten mad and done stupid stuff. Man, God, I know that I'm not a failure. As I looked at the man in the mirror, that verse began to get magnified. It's like, you know what, you can even fail yourself. People fail, but my love will never fail you.
That's right. I love you.
Never fail you. As I was sitting there with that little verse in my mind, I started playing this little riff, Nothing fancy, just that. And I'll never forget, though, man, as I started writing this song, I put it on this blues album, and it became kind of one of those songs that kind of was like a redemption song for me. And right here on this bicep, I've got this tattoo that says, the strength to rise above. Because I was trying to rise out of this horrible pit of just guilt and shame and anger and depression, and even insanity, And this song talks about how that love of God who would never give up on me in the middle of that night, that old long dark night in my bedroom, let me know that if it wasn't for his love, I wouldn't be standing here today. So this is my wife's favorite song, so if she's watching anything on Facebook or anything, or every time I play it, she had the same kind of experience. Anyway, here it comes. So if it wasn't for love, let's do it right quick. No one has ever loved me so. sometimes when you're mowing, an old piece of junk lawnmower, barely would run. I was trying to get the grass cut, maintain the singing thing and playing thing and preaching thing, raising 2 boys. I was like really in a pity party mode, you know, and but also was kind of doing theology, like Scrape said. I mean, I did my thesis paper on the book of Hebrews on one verse. It was 46 pages, and I like the Bible. I love the New Testament. I like to study. The book of Hebrews, though, is fascinating because it talks about a high priest, you know, this high priest who has passed through the heavens, not just the veil or not just the inner court. He's passed all the way to God and made himself the offering. If you've read Hebrews chapter 4, you would know what I'm talking about. But it also talks about a high priest that says that can sympathize. He's been tempted in all like manner, but he can understand what you're going through. See, here's the deal. I can go to Brother Roger and say, Brother Roger, man, I'm feeling bad. And he can say, well, I get it, but he's never really felt it totally. He might have been through something. Scrape might have been through something. You might have been through something. Let me explain something in theology that's really cool. When it says Jesus was tempted in all like manner, but never sinned, it simply means this. He was tempted the full brunt of temptation. That's right. You and I will cave to it before it gets too hard, you know. That's right. When Jesus was in the desert in Matthew 4, he was tempted the full brunt, but never sinned. So if you don't think Jesus knows how it feels to be rejected, to be lied about, to be mistreated, to be abandoned, to be slandered, to be hated, he knows. And then that set of verses, chapter 4, 14 through 16, it says, knowing this, we can approach the throne of grace to find grace and mercy in time of need. We can come to him because he knows about you. And here's the thing about the Greek language. I'm not trying to do this show. I'm just saying it helps me because it's the way I think, you know. The word for soul in the Greek language is the word psyche. And we get our English word psycho, or psychology, or psychopath, or psychotic, or psychopathy, or psychologist, because it has to do with your mind, your will, your emotions, your soul. If you want to know really more about it, just think about it this way. If my mom put some peas, cornbread, some meatloaf, some fried steak on the table, I'm saying, man, she made some soul food because I can feel it in my emotion. Amen. You hear music and say, that's got soul. Why? Because your soul's responding to it. Here's the funny thing, though. Just like we know from a heart being broken, it really means your soul got broken. Your feelings got hurt. Your heart got hurt. David even calls it interchangeably. My heart is exceedingly vexed. My heart is broken. My heart is hurting. My soul is hurting. Why thou downcast, O my soul? Because he's speaking to the part of him that's crushed and wounded. Sometimes, Pastor Roger, with me, I was like, I wish somebody just understood what I'm going through. I wish somebody understood what it's like to deal this way. It's like the Lord said, I know everything about you completely from one end to the other. I know what it's like. I know what you're going through. And yet, I have completely went through it all sinlessly, and I can go before God and be an intercessor for you because I know what you're going through. Man, it just blew up in my mind. So I was riding my mower, and I said, man, you know what? He's my soul man. He knows me. Amen. Even in the funky stuff, he knows me. And he loves me. And I can come to him and say, God, today I'm having a crap day today, you know? That's right. But please, Lord, help me. Lord, I just had a wife walk out on me, trying to raise 2 boys. I'm trying to keep my reputation intact, and I just want to jab slap somebody in this town, you know? That's right. I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm bitter, I'm ashamed, I'm guilty. It's like, I'm your soul, man. You can come to me. I know how you feel. That's right. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. I just love the vibe of this kind of music. I'm a country singer, but I love this kind of music. So here you go. It's on my blues album. It's the title cut. Because he's your soul man. Bring it, brother. You're feeling down. I've got good news. You're not the only one to ever have the blues. He's been there before, and you know he understands. all part of his plan. Trust in him and put it in his hands. He's your soul man. Oh, he's your soul man. You need someone that understands. We all do. Jesus, he's your man. He's your soul man. Soul man. Soul man. He's soul man. For a soul man. Well, before I pick my acoustic up, and I want to do some songs that Brother Roger has specifically requested. I've got a ton of other stuff I love to play, but I don't want to hog the night.